The thing I'm gonna remember most about this week is that I came here thinking that I was on the downslope of my surfing career. And I'm leaving here knowing that I can surf more and better, and that the future's bright when it comes to my surfing.
I was enjoying the learning process, even if I wasn't getting to where I would sort of mentally wish that I was in this moment of time. I understood that just learning something new can be fun in itself.
Having the opportunity to have really elite coaching regularly. You know, you've got your coach, then you've got a still photographer on the shore, you got a still photographer in the water, you got a video photographer in the water, you've got a drone photographer in the water. And then when you go for your tutorial, like today, Harry was using all of those different angles to point out different things that I was getting right and other things where I could improve. And you just don't get that. It's Disneyland for surfers.
For some reason, as a child, I was always interested in surfing just from flipping through Surfer magazine. At one point, I was living in Buenos Aires, Argentina, and I had a business partner. And he asked me, what would it take for me to move to Los Angeles and continue the business there? 3 things. The first one is I said, I want to get a dog. So I want to be able to bring my dog to work. At that time, I was really into basketball. So I said I wanted a basketball hoop. And the third thing I said is I want to learn how to surf. So he rented us a warehouse a mile from the beach. And that was the beginning of the end.
So when I grew up, I got to go to the beach for 1 week every year. And my parents couldn't take me out of the water. From the time the sun came up to the time the sun went down, I was like playing in the water. That was my happy place. So I started surfing. I was living in Chicago when I was 27 years old. It was March, it was snowy. And my good friend Leon called me and said, hey, I have a job in Los Angeles for you, and we'll surf before work. And it took me about 30 seconds to say yes. And it was the best decision I ever made.
This is my second time here. I came here at the end of June and we're now at the end of August, so 2 months ago. Both times I've made progress on things I could never do before.
So a fantastic way of enjoying the ocean, traveling, meeting people that are into similar things, staying healthy. I didn't want to wait until retirement to start having fun. And surfing, I thought, was a fantastic way of enjoying the ocean. We live in the Cayman Islands, so we're surrounded by ocean.
I had a bunch of friends that are avid surfers, and they looked like they absolutely had a great time, and I wanted to get in on that.
And you were home your very first wave?
Yes, yeah. Actually, the very first time I went surfing, my friends took me out in really big waves. I wasn't ready for it, and I think it was a little bit of punishment. And I had some coral tear off the top of my foot, and they were just, go paddle more, duck dive. And I'm like, I don't even know what you guys are talking about. So it was definitely very challenging start to surfing.
I don't have any friends or family that surf, so coming here, I like that. I come here for surfing, but I kind of keep on coming back for just the ambience and the family, almost like adopted family that I feel like I belong to here.
Nice.
The idea that surfing is a coachable sport wasn't something that I had internalized previously. So I wanted to come here to be a better surfer and improve and progress. And I heard about it from some surfers I really respect a lot, who told me about this place. And they said, like, going there will clean up your technique, it'll evolve how you think about surfing. And so it's from them, very, very trusted references that drew me to this. My coach is Gabrielle, and I feel like in Gabrielle I have a coach for life and a friend for life as well. As someone I just really connected
now
with.
We got Mr. Matt. All right. You saw the board? I want to look into the board. I love that you went for it. I'm super stoked that you went for it. Straight to the sandbar de la muerte.
One of the things that he does so well is he can show you the physical movements in ways that are very clear and understandable. And so it's a point of reference of how I want to do it.
Fantastic coach. We worked on a lot of the basics, rail engagement, proper takeoffs, cross-stepping. And he was encouraging, funny, and very informative.
High line, cross step this whole section. Hold, then right up line. Okay? Pretty good, man.
The first time I was just getting introduced to doing cutbacks, and then I practiced a lot in the time away, and now I'm doing cutbacks, and then I was working with Harry this time. Last time I was with Marlon, and now they're teaching me how to do setting up to start training for whitewater floaters and things that I never ever did before in my surfing.
Things we want to just think about is that the whole game of surfing is the game of energy management. You have a finite amount of energy that we're working with. If you use it all up, that's it, that's getting over.
Jose was my coach. We were level 2s to start with, and we started just kind of working right through the progression. We went out surfing with Jose. He identified our weaknesses, our strengths.
Now we're identifying what the wave is doing. Let's go high up, then back towards the wide water. Yeah. That'll be a carving turn.
It was really just how we broke down each step from when we would go through the video analysis. You could really see where you would do something wrong in the moment and pause the video, talk about it, and then instantly correct those in your next session.
Transformational. Video analysis is transformational. And painful, humbling, but you see the mistakes that you're making, you see yourself repeating mistakes, and it just helps, build a consciousness of what you're actually doing and what your intention, the appropriate intention is.
Outside of surfing, I thought the stretch sessions were invaluable. It was the perfect start to the day. It made me feel better, it made me perform better. And I'm leaving here thinking about how to incorporate that into my normal routine.
I think that was essential for not getting injured. It set the tone for the day, and you just felt nice and loose and can go start the surf session.
The entire experience has been unbelievable. The staff here are so polished, all professionals, from food to organizing your tours on the day off, transfers, getting here. Before you get here, you are catered to.
There's so much I loved about this experience beyond the surfing and the relationships with the coaches. The food is incredible. I've had the privilege and fortune of traveling all over the world. I've never eaten better than I've eaten here.
When you come out of the water, they hand you a smoothie. And they're good. I like that. I like the fact that I'm not cooking and cleaning all week. Because this is my second time here now, like the first time you get the experience of it, you think, man, this place is awesome. Then when you come the second time and you realize that like they're doing it again and it kind of dawns on you that all of you guys are doing this week after week after week after week. You have to love it.
It's obvious that a lot of thought's gone into every aspect of the program. The education itself is innovative, the hospitality is unparalleled, and it's welcoming to everyone.
I don't normally like big groups of people, but I felt comfortable here. Everybody's very educated, very well traveled, and it was nice to watch the progression of the different guests, and we all speak about our experiences. So very uplifting, and there's friendships that have definitely been made on this trip.
My main takeaways are that surfing is a coachable sport. We're all on a journey of progression, and there are clear steps in the progression, and that there's a path to become a much better surfer than maybe you thought was possible.
What's your main takeaway from this trip? What you're gonna remember 10 years from now?
When's the next spot available?